what went wrong tonight, and how do you get things back on track? Because things aren't going very well at the moment.
No, right. Everyone have seen. It's below the standards you can expect with Manchester United. This is not good enough by far, and we have to put the things right. I take the responsibility for it. It's my team, and they are not performing. So, but yeah, I have to share it with my players. But yeah, I'm responsible, as I say.
Do you think, having worked with some of these players, that quite a few of them just aren't good enough?
As a team, we are not good enough, and whatever the reasons are, there's no space for excuses. We have to do things better, and then we have to raise our standards, because otherwise you never get the right levels, and you never get the performance, and you never get the results.
It seems like some players have lost the confidence of the crowd, and the crowd cheered when Marcus Rashford was substituted at the weekend. There was some cheer when Anthony Marshall came off tonight. Is that affecting players, their individual performance?
Yeah, but when the results are not there, there's a logical process that the confidence go down. But also, therefore, you are at Manchester United, and it's expected that you can deal with that pressure. So that's normal. So yeah, play football, but they have to understand we have to do it together, and everyone has to take responsibility for his own performance and in togetherness for the performance. And yeah, what the fans, the most thing what I heard was they begging us. We don't deserve it in this moment, but they are begging us. They are behind us, and we are pleased with that. And we are in good times, we are with them, and now in bad times. So I'm happy with that they are behind us.
James.
There's been obviously a lot of upheaval here in the last 10 years. How important is it that you are given time to turn this around?
So I'm a fighter, and I know it's not always going up, and we have a lot of setbacks this season so far. But also there you have to deal with it, and there is never an excuse. And I've said it before, and I know when there are setbacks, then the routines in the way of play are not similar, are not the same. But even then, you have to get the results in. And obviously, Sunday tonight wasn't far from that. So we have to do things right, and at a certain level, at a minimum level, to win games.
Fred.
Erik, is Anthony anywhere near the player you thought he was signing?
Also, that is also team. That's first. When the team is not playing well, when we don't bring him the balls. And again, also there I'm responsible for that. But obviously there also was a lot of noise, and that dropped his levels. And he can do better, but all the players can do better. And Anthony, he's also a fighter, and he has the confidence. He is brave, and I'm confident he will bring the performance that he is the right player for us.
You say you're responsible, and you say you're a fighter. Do you doubt yourself at all in terms of managing this club? Because maybe only externally, there's a lot of people asking questions about whether you are the right man, given what's happened over the last couple of days and last few weeks.
Yeah, I understand that when the results are not there, that is also a logical process that they're questioning that. But yeah, I'm confident I can do it. With all my clubs, I've done it, and also last year I did it here as well. But in this moment, we are in a bad place, and as I say, I take responsibility for it, and I see it as a challenge. I'm a fighter. I'm in that fight, and I have to make sure that I share the responsibility with my players, and that we stick together and fight together and get better results in.
Erik, what was the situation with Casemiro? Why did he come off tonight?
He was injured. Just before halftime, he caught an injury, and that's why we have to take him off.
Is it looking like one that will keep him out for the rest until the international break? Or?
I can't give an answer on that. So we have to wait minimum 24 hours. But I think definitely for Saturday he's out.
Manchester United owners the Glazers and likely new investor Sir Jim Ratcliffe are in agreement regarding the future of manager Erik Ten Hag. Man United's worst start to a season since. The Red Devils have endured an extremely frustrating start to the season, losing 3-0 to Newcastle United at Old Trafford on Wednesday evening in the EFL Cup. In total, Man United have now lost 8 of their first 15 matches in all competitions this season, a feat they last suffered in the 1962-63 campaign. Speaking after the Cup exit, Ten Hag said he feels sorry for Red Devils supporters. "We know it's not good enough. We have to take responsibility for it. I have to take responsibility for it. I feel sorry for the fans. It was below our standards and we have to put it right. We have to recover from it and we have to do it quickly. Saturday is the next game against Fulham, and we have to raise our standards. This is not good enough." The Dutchman appears to be under pressure due to the club's woeful form, and one report in the last 48 hours have claimed whether or not Glazers and Ratcliffe could sack Ten Hag. According to 90 Min reporters Graham Bailey and Scott Saunders, prior to the defeat to the Magpies on Wednesday, Ten Hag's job is viewed as safe by both the Glazers and Ratcliffe. They say Ten Hag retains the full backing of the Manchester United hierarchy, whereas Ratcliffe, Sir Dave Brailsford and those soon to assume control also remain confident in Ten Hag's position. Man United's upcoming fixtures. The Red Devils need to turn things around soon, otherwise, you'd expect the pressure will only continue to mount on the manager. Up next for United is a trip to Fulham in the early kickoff on Saturday, where defeat could see them drop into the bottom half of the Premier League. As can be seen, following the next international break, the games come thick and fast until the end of the year, by which you'd expect Ratcliffe could have completed his investment to take control of sporting decisions. It'll be interesting to see how much patience he has with the Dutchman should results not improve, but by the looks for things, his job is safe for now. According to reports, it would cost Premier League giants Manchester United over £15 million if they decide to sack Erik Ten Hag. The Dutchman enjoyed a strong debut season at Old Trafford as they won the Carabao Cup and finished third in the Premier League. But Ten Hag, who is the second favourite in the Premier League sack race, has endured a nightmare start to this campaign, and the pressure is mounting on the head coach. Man United's 3-0 loss to Man City in the Manchester derby on Sunday afternoon leaves them 8th in the Premier League and 8 points adrift of the Champions League places. Matters at Old Trafford were made worse on Wednesday night as they were comfortably beaten 3-0 by Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup. Football Insider claim it will cost Man United over £15 million if they choose to sack manager Ten Hag this season. The report explained, if the United hierarchy chooses to sack Ten Hag this season, Football Insider understands that it would cost the club a compensation payout of over £15 million. His contract at United runs until 2025 with an option to extend for a further year, and sacking Ten Hag would require the Glazers to pay him his guaranteed salary for the length of his contract. United would also have to cough up significant compensation fees to dismiss his backroom staff. On Thursday morning, Man United legend Gary Neville hinted that we know how it ends for Ten Hag, with him struggling in front of our eyes. On my way up to the Gantry last night, I bumped into Dan Ashworth, Newcastle's sporting director. He transformed the FA's structure, set Brighton up for this incredible period of success, and has now built a strong foundation for the new owners at Newcastle, Neville said. Mailbox, Man United crisis. Dutch Ole Erik Ten Hag has lost his BO***ox and lacks ego for job. He's competent, highly qualified and knows what he's doing. Will work with his coach, recruitment team and other departments coherently and calmly. In the last 2 matches Manchester United have played 2 clubs that have installed proper football departments to support the team on the pitch and off it. He added, the complete opposite of United. We haven't got a sporting director. I used to travel up to Newcastle and feel sorry for their great fans. When the energy and enthusiasm had been sapped from them under Mike Ashley, it was painful to see. Last night we saw the theatre of dreams turn into the theatre of nothing. Every single United fan bored and flat. On the pitch, the players in shock, the performances woeful and a manager struggling in front of our eyes. We've seen it before, we know how it ends, and we've had enough.